All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially live. The very first podcast of 2026. I am so excited to be here with you all this morning. If you've never seen my face, my name is Hayley Franklin, and I'm so excited to be the host and the founder of this podcast for Staffmark. We come at you live every final Friday of the month. So I try to bring guests that are in the workforce solution space in our community, doing great things, helping others, and just connecting the workforce solutions piece to the individuals in our community. I'm in Florida. I'm the market manager for Staffmark, and we staff for the whole entire state. So exciting stuff happening here. And I'm going to wait just a second until I see a few more people hop on. I want to make sure that everybody can see and hear us. Go ahead and throw some comments in the comments box and let us know you can see and hear us, and we are good to go. All right. So, without further ado, I wanted to introduce my amazing guest that we have on here today is Mr. Roderick Henderson. He is a big name in Plant City. He's a native of Plant City, and he is also the CEO and president of Innovative Academy. And I will let him talk to you guys a little bit about who they are, what they do, and his journey this far. But I'm excited to bring this podcast to you all. If you have any ideas of new podcast guests that we can have, anybody in the staffing industry, community partners that we might speak with, let me know your ideas. I'm excited about bringing you some more material for this year. So, Roderick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Hayley, for having me. Hey, happy to be
Yes,
here.
yes. So, Roderick and I met on a
So,
very happenstance type of event. I'm located right in Plant City, kind of in a little strip mall area off of James L. Redmond. And he just happened to see us one day and stop by. And I've learned so much about him. And I'm going to even let him maybe talk a little bit more about his extracurricular stuff that he does on the side too. So maybe we can chat about that and you guys can
it,
learn all about him. So I'll let you take it away, Roderick.
it all correlates. So, like Hayley was saying, she's right next to a Jimmy John's. And so I came in and I was like, what's Staff Mark? Let me go and talk to him and see what's going on. And the bubbly Hayley, you guys know, was there, greeted me, and we got a chance. Well, actually, your assistant was there. I had a chance to talk to her, and I
Wait,
came
Digna,
back to talk to
yep.
you. So I was like, "Ooh."
Yes.
And so, but Innovative Academy. I'm actually the founder and CEO of Innovative Academy. We founded it in 2017. Um, Innovative Academy is a nonprofit organization where we help people with disabilities transition into the workforce. And so uh, we focus a lot on students, 14 to 21, that's in school, helping them transition or getting them prepared for what the workforce look like. And so, and in our adult cases, we are getting them placed in different places throughout all Central Florida. So we have a team of five, um, small group, small but large impact.
Yes.
Over almost a, oh, we're almost in a decade in. Lord, I'm thinking
That's
about it.
crazy.
We've helped over 200 students find jobs. And I'm going to say our biggest year was 2019, 2018. And then COVID hit. And so
Mm,
no one wanted to work during COVID. But we've been able to progress during those years and
right.
pivot and being able to find new innovative ways to get people jobs. And so, but that is Innovative Academy in a nutshell.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So I know that I love asking all of my guests about your journey to this point, and I know that the viewers love it too. So give us a little background about how your journey has progressed.
So I am a USF Bull, and so I was actually went to school for pharmaceuticals, I thought I was going to be a pharmacist, and I worked at Walgreens, and I realized that I hated working inside of a pharmacy. And so my mentor, he brought me on. He was like, hey, he was working in the same industry that I am. He brought me in. He was like, hey, Rod, I think you actually fit well over here. So I helped his company grow for about 2 years. And then um, I was able to go out on my own. And, and so we, actually, a good friend of mine's, we started Brillico Institute. I helped him get established for 2 years, and then I ventured out with Innovative Academy on my
Nice.
own. So yeah, it was a pretty fun journey. I tell my students I've done just about every job you can
Yes.
think of. Um, in those gaps where we were, even in those gaps where we were like still fighting for our contracts and things like that, I went and worked at McDonald's for 90 days just to see what it was like.
I love that. I think that's so cool because you
Um,
have an insight to give your students. Like, you've kind of done a little bit of everything.
Yes. So like I would send people to work at McDonald's and they would quit within like the first month. And I'd be like, why y'all can't? This should be an easy job. Not realizing like, okay, it actually is kind of tough to work at McDonald's. I love their systems and things
Yeah.
that they do to make it easy for anybody to come on, especially my demographics that we work with. But it's I actually don't push people to McDonald's
Okay. And you know
anymore. I
that
try to do
now.
my best.
Yeah, because you've been there and done it. So you've got experience. I love that. That's very cool.
Yeah. So and it's been a quite a journey because being in Plant City, small town, um, that it requires you to do more because there's not a lot of opportunity in the area,
Yes.
and so um, we the local community college, Hillsburg Community College, we work with them with developing a business incubator
That's
center.
awesome.
Um, Mainly because like inside of the Black community, there wasn't a lot of small businesses developing into bigger
Right.
businesses. And so in my industry, we're here to like create internships and develop job placements. And so it was like, okay, we have to first help the businesses so that they can be able to hire individuals and things like that. So um, we ventured with HCC in developing that business incubator center and kind of move forward. Now that they have more co-working space inside the city. At that time period, there was no co-working spaces inside of Plant City, so that eventually moved into a co-work space. And so,
Nice.
and by that time it moved, that's when I was like, okay, we can push forward with Innovative Academy. And so,
And
yeah, that was the journey. That was
I love that. So now, how many co-work spaces are there now in Plant City? Do you know?
it is only no, there's two. There's two
Is there
spaces.
two? I know of On Point on James L. Redmond. I know of that place. It's really nice. Shout out to On Point.
I'm gonna say definitely they're the bigger one as
Yeah.
far as like co-working space. But I was the co-working idea actually came from Catapult, which is one city over in Lakeland.
Okay.
And if you, if I don't know if you've been to
I have
Catapult
not.
just yet, but Catapult started off, it started off in the basement of a Bank of America,
Wow.
and it grew into a 3-story building to where the city of Lakeland did really good with getting behind them, and it's a city project as well as um, what's that, Economic Development Corporation
Yep.
project.
Yep.
So the city, the economic development, and a couple businesses around the area all got together and started developing this, and
I
it
love it.
attracted a lot of people from different areas, so all across the U.S.
Yes, I really.
Held big during COVID.
Yep.
So
Love that. It brings, honestly, it brings a lot of businesses together that wouldn't normally come together. I think that's a really neat, like, networking part of it too.
yeah, so that's the main thing what I have to do. I'm pretty sure you already know
Yes.
what it's like. So we have to stay in communication with different business owners, talking to them and figuring out what new jobs are out there, what the industry is going to look like in the next 10 years or so, because we work with students and working with them, and we want them to be successful. We don't want them to be just taking on anything.
Right.
Um, And so, and then it's really finding their passion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, what do you think you want to do today? And then slowly progressing them into work ethic and being like, oh, okay. And then, like, my daughter been wanting to work for Publix for the past like 5 years. She's always said, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to work." She's 12, by the way. I'm going to work for Publix, and and just now, just like the conversation we had last night, she was like, Dad, they don't make enough money. So Publix is going to be my second job. And now I'm going to figure out what it is I want." So I was like, yes. These are the moments that we live
That's
for.
funny. Well, you never know. It could be a stepping stone into something bigger at Publix, and she could become a leader or something like that. You just never know.
Absolutely. And that's what I told her. I was like, look, it's a great company to work for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they do really, really good with being a privately owned company. Well, actually, employee owned as well
Oh,
too. I think Publix has one of the best examples of businesses that actually care about their people
that's
in the
true.
area.
That's
So
very true.
I would love for her to work there, but I would also love for her to pursue her biggest dreams that she can.
Yes, absolutely. And just, I mean, trying different things, just like you said, through Innovative Academy, those students really get to know what they love and their passions. So I think that's awesome. Let's talk about, so normally for the viewers, we try to keep it around 20 minutes. We're doing really good so far. So let's talk about your favorite part about your current role with Innovative Academy.
Okay, so um, my fiance is teaching me that I can't be a owner operator. And so my favorite part right now is learning how to transition into more so training my staff to be able to work with our students and being a little bit more hands off. And then, but I really like, if I'm being real with you, I really enjoy the hands on part because like to
Right.
see a kid's face, like when they get it, like when they understand, like,
I
oh,
love
okay, cool, and we get it. So that's the best part. And so now getting to share that with the staff so that they get that same feeling and understanding. I was like, okay, this is how we scale and grow, and to be able to, and that's the feeling that we're trying to accumulate
Yes.
inside of the company. So that's my favorite
I
role.
love it. I think that's, I mean, when I think about the same type of thing in my industry too, it's like getting somebody at a job and then visiting on site and seeing them work and like it's clicking and everything is making sense and they're happy. It's like, this is the best. Let's talk about, so this is a really good question
For sure.
too. Can you hear me, Roderick? You froze
I
for a
can hear you
second.
perfect.
Okay, we're
We're good.
back.
Okay.
This is a cool question too. I'd really love to know about a success story that started with an individual and turned into like a full-time employee at a company or something like that. Give us a little story.
Perfect. The success story that comes to mind is Emmanuel. Um, Emmanuel, I was working with Emmanuel when he was in 10th grade, right? And so he honestly, he had he suffered from dyslexia, where it was very tough for him to read,
Yep.
and um, he would have to have a para in school to help him through the process. But Emmanuel's spirit was like, nothing's going to stop me. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, Rod, I want to work. And so, like, I really want to work with my hands. I really don't know what it is that I want to do. And so, um, he was like, but I really want to work with my hands. So, there's a ranch out here where he got the opportunity to work up under the ranch and helping with everything on the farm with horses. Like, so they really managed the maintenance the horses. So he was able to work with horses initially, and this is where he got this was his first internship,
I love
and
that.
that grew to he worked there for 2 years, and then he went to work at Amazon, and because he was like, I want to get a job, like a
Hmm.
job. So he's like, while he's working at Amazon, he's realizing, he was like, I don't like this. And he's like, this is not what it is that I want to do. But he then decided that he's going to go to school. He's like, okay, I'm going to go to school. So we helped him with that process. And it was the coaching part, because normally when we get kids that and they don't like what they do, they don't stay in it. They like,
Right.
uh, I'm not gonna, and I'm gonna quit. So he was like, hey, I want to be independent. I want to be able to, and he's making hard adult decisions
Right.
early, like at like 19, 18. So he's like, hey, um, I bought a car, so I have to stay on this job,
Mm-hmm.
which is just like, okay, cool, you're getting it until I finished my schooling. And he went to school for welding. So we were able to partner him with our welding program. So he's actually the reason why we established the welding program. Um, and it's 2026. So this was 2023. And so um, Emmanuel ended up finishing school, and he now works for the port as
Oh,
the weld.
that's
And he's
awesome.
like see somebody go from 10th grade to an actual adult, and like that's
Oh,
what we love. Like, so he's
that's
doing really
amazing.
well. uh so
I
has his
love
own
it.
apartment, has his own home car, and he's doing it. So that's what
Does he
success
still
is to
keep
me.
in contact with you?
Yes, so actually his little brother and his little sister are in
Oh
our
my
program.
gosh, that's
So
amazing.
we still,
Yes, that's awesome. My
yeah.
favorite part of this whole thing is hearing the success stories. I'm like, this is amazing. Let's talk about. So I know that we, like Staffmark and Innovative Academy, are looking to partner up on some things together here in the future. So truly, anybody watching this, any Florida connections, if you know somebody that is hiring and that would like to work with both of us, we would love to talk to you. Roderick has been pivotal in getting some tours set up and letting me come along on some of those. So it's been really cool working with you, Rod. Thank you so much, seriously. And then if you would love to just kick it off here with our last question, would you like to mention anything else that is exciting that's happening with Innovative Academy, maybe that our viewers don't know?
I got you. So um like we were talking about earlier, in 2020 no one really wanted to work, and so um we had to pivot and figure out ways to generate capital and to create those industry and customize employment. And so we developed a relationship with Kill Farms. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Kill Farms, but they're a winery here in Plant City. And
Yeah.
so I came in, I talked to Clay, and it was like, hey, I want to establish a wine. And because alcohol sells and during recession times. And so he was like, for sure. And we were already partners with Keel, with having students come through a warehouse and help inside of the restaurant. So they were more than welcome to have us. And so me and my brother, we went out to Napa Valley, did a bunch of tastings, learned, and then sparkling. Um, Um, it's a Nine Fruits is titled. It's named after the nine fruits of the spirit: um, love, joy, peace. So each flavor, and so on and so on. But each flavor that we make is one of the fruit of the spirit. So um, kind of a play on
I
words,
love it.
and so just so you stay in the right mind when you're drinking. And so, but the alcohol itself, the sales go from that access donations towards the organization, and we use those funds to establish jobs and customize employment inside of the warehouse. So
It all
that's
connects. It all
it all.
connects.
Yes.
Rod actually gave me a bottle of the nine fruits and he signed it, and I have yet to open it because it's going to have to be for like the best occasion ever for me to open that. I'm like, it's just so cool to me. I love it. You guys can actually follow him. He has an Instagram account. What is it called, Rod? Is it Nine Fruits?
So the yes, Nine Fruit Sparkling
Mm-hmm.
is at Nine Fruit Sparkling,
Okay.
straight, all spelled out. No,
I'll put it in the
um,
comments too.
and it should have a blue icon. You should see it. So, um, yeah, that's probably one of like that's like the side thing that I really get to kind of enjoy because I'm a creative at heart,
Yes.
and um, so creating and establishing wine from the label to like we literally did everything in house, like it was just us, and so
So cool.
um, having that side piece to be able to create and almost like separate myself away from here to like okay reestablish something and
Yeah.
be creative in there
Still
lets me get back to
the benefit
the
too. The donations go to Innovative Academy, so it's amazing. Love everything that we talked about today. If you guys have questions or comments about specific things that we've talked about, throw them in the comments section of this video and we will get to you. I have Rod on speed dial, so I can literally call him if you guys have questions for him. If you know of anybody that would benefit from joining Innovative Academy, let me know and I'll get with him. If you know of any businesses hiring in Central Florida or literally the entire state, please let me know. Staffmark is a national company, as you guys probably know. So even if it's not in Florida, let me know and I will get you with the right people. Any questions at all, let us know. We will work together to get you answers. And don't forget, I will be back again in February. It'll be the final Friday of the month at 11 a.m. live. And it looks like that will be the 27th. So put that in your calendar and visit us again. These will all go on YouTube afterwards. Facebook is doing a new thing where live videos only last a couple of weeks now while they're up. So please engage, like, comment, share while you can here. And then we will also stick this on YouTube and it'll stay there forever. So, Rod, thank you so much for joining us again. Do you have anything else you wanted to add?
Hayley, thank you for having me.
Yes.
I don't usually do these things, so like I definitely appreciate it for sure.
Heck yes. Yes. We will be in touch and have a great day, guys. Happy Friday. Bye.